seen since coming off the bench.
And Joyner pops.
And drops a three.
Great hustle by Joyner. Joyner, it just makes it look so easy.
Shot rejected by Holmes.
How finish right there by Joyner. Holmes.
How quick did that happen?
It's tipped into the hands of who else? Joyner Holmes, who will put it away, and Texas has knocked off #1 Stanford.
We are now joined by the one and only Joyner Holmes. Joyner, you're putting up the best numbers of your career this senior season. How do you feel like the year has gone for you?
So far, so good. We've had some ups and downs, but as a team, I think we're looking pretty good. We're still trying to gel a little bit, but I think if we peak at the right time, I think we'll shock some people, including ourselves. I know sometimes when we get down, like in certain games, like our last game, we kind of got down on ourselves, but I think just all in all, if we just come together as a team and come together as one, I think we'll be all right for the rest of the season.
Your college career is starting to wind down. I know you're getting a little bit sad. We were talking about this off camera. It seems like you just arrived as one of the most prized recruits Texas had seen in a while. You had huge expectations to live up to. How was it trying to play up to people's perception of how good you should be?
I think when you get into that, it's kind of hard. When you try to look at yourself in other people's eyes, it gets kind of hard for you. You kind of lose sight of where you're going and like what are you doing. But I think all in all, just trying to stay on focus of what I can do and what I'm capable of doing, and just playing in that aura right there. But I think if you try to live up to everybody else's expectations, you lose sight of what you're trying to achieve for yourself. So I think over the years, I've tried to do my best, just taking it one step at a time, and I think I've gotten a lot better over the years. But I think this year more than ever, I'm just trying to live out everything that I've came here to do, and I know I've had some struggles and some setbacks, but I think that's made me who I am, and I don't know, I'm just happy for it all.
You've had some great moments, Big 12 Freshman of the Year, Sweet 16s, you beat Stanford earlier this season. What great moments stand out to you when you start to look back a little bit on your career now?
The Stanford game was that was great. We went home for the break, and we just had an amazing break. I think us being in NC State here my freshman year, that was a great one too. And the win against Baylor my freshman year, I think that was really great. That was really fun. So I think I've had a lot of good memories over the years, but just trying to make some more in these next 3 games in conference and going into the tournament.
How would you describe your relationship with Charlie Collier? Are you all like friendly competitors? That's the vibe I get.
Well, now that we're playing together in games, I think it's gotten better. But this summer we were kind of rivals to each other, I know. But I think it just made us better. You see how she performs on the court, and you see how we can kind of find each other in certain areas and stuff like that. So I think it worked out for the best for us this summer. It was just us two really, because sometimes Shay was out, so it was just always us going back and forth, competing. And so I think it helped us all in all. I mean, as you can see on the clip, she knows where to find me, I know where to find her, and we always try to finish as much as we can around the basket to help our guards. So I think it helped us a lot this summer.
What advice have you tried to pass along to the younger players, because now you're one of the leaders?
Yeah. I don't know, just trying to just continue to be who you are, in this world, and we kind of get caught up in everything and all the things that people are putting on us. But I think just trying to stay true to who you are. I know you can get to college, you have to kind of find yourself and find your image for yourself. But I think coming in, if you know who you are, just continue to be that person, Our young kids, they're really mature. Like, it's a really mature group that we have. I mean, Joanne, Celeste, Isabel, like all of them, they're really mature. And I think they kind of know who they are for the moment. So I think just trying to tell them to kind of live in the moment and just enjoy college, because it goes by so fast, as I was just telling you earlier. But just trying to enjoy these 4 years and just make the best of it, Because, being at this university, it's a great university, and just have fun,
What's next for you? And I know the scouts have been watching you. They've been to a number of your games. What are you hearing as you look to move on to the next level?
I'm hoping to get drafted. I really am. That's been my lifelong dream. I've talked to Ariel a lot and stuff like that, so she gives me a lot of good advice. But,
Ariel Atkins.
Yes. But I think just finishing out my career as best as we can this year. I know all the seniors, we have things that we're trying to check off our list, and we've done so thus far. So just continuing to do that. But I don't know, that's my lifelong dream to get drafted, so hopefully that comes true.
You mentioned just moments ago, you've been through a lot in your career, ups and downs. What advice would you give to a young Joyner Holmes who's just arriving on campus?
Yeah, well, I was talking to my dad about this the other day. I mean, I never would have thought the things that happened here would have happened, you know, but I think they're just, setbacks for really good comebacks. Coming back off my suspension and stuff, it was really hard, you know, especially going straight into conference play. That's probably the hardest thing to do as a player. The Big 12 conference is so competitive. And so, me just going and trying to find myself and find the player I was before I left, it was really hard. But I had my teammates behind me, you know. But I think just telling my younger self, things are going to happen and you'll have complications and you'll have trials and tribulations, but just continue to move forward. I don't know. When I went home and when I was off campus, it was hard for me to stay in the moment and just know that I was going to be able to come back. But now that I look at it, I think it's just made me stronger, made me who I am today. It was really hard, you know. It was times where I was just like, my teammates could have gave up on me, my coach could have gave up on me, but they didn't, and I just appreciate them, and I'm so grateful for them for that. But I think it just made me who I am today. You know, I'm still here and I'm still standing, and we're having a great season. So just continue to just be yourself and just take everything as it's given to you. And, you know, things are going to happen, but just overcome them. Try to overcome them as best you can.
It's been a pleasure watching you play and watching you bounce back throughout your career. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.